Good evening and welcome to the 2021 Football Senior Night at Lime Stadium. We will be introducing our senior football players, band members, line steppers, cheerleaders, and their parents. We at Searcy High School appreciate all of your hard work and your dedication and the support that our parents give you so that you can continue to have outstanding extracurricular activities. Beginning with the football team. Matias Acevedo, number 72, is escorted by Francisco Moreno. Zimri Anderson, number 45, being escorted by Samantha and Chris Middlebrooks and Roderick Anderson. Ethan Clegg, number 23, is escorted tonight by Angela Fisher and Matthew Clegg. Drew Curtis, number 29, is being escorted by Deanna Curtis and Glenn Curtis. Anthony Fagan, number 36, is being escorted tonight by Chastity and Greg Scarborough. Luke Gibbs, number 28, is being escorted by Eva Gibbs and Mike Gibbs. Tate Gibson, number 9, is being escorted by Deandra Gibson and Buck Gibson. Wade Harris, number 20, is being escorted by Katie Harris and Nick Harris and Ashley Haddock. William Marshall, number 71, is being escorted by Angela and William Marshall Sr. Reed Miles is number 25, and with him tonight, Julie Evans and Mitch Miles. Braden Oliver, number 18, is being escorted by his parents, Malia and David Oliver. Daniel Perry Jr., number 2, is being escorted by Trish Bachleitner and Daniel Wayne Perry Sr. Nick Saunders, number 12, is being escorted by Teresa Saunders and Stephen Saunders. Lucia Sparks, number 52, is being escorted by Tina Sparks. Jordan Stevenson, number 21, is being escorted by Monica Davis. Abby T, manager, is being escorted by her parents, Shelley and Shannon T. Tyler Tingler, number 1, is being escorted by Jamie and Danny Bennett. Keyshawn Thomas, number 6, is being escorted by Keisha Slater and Kia Turner. Timothy Olsberger, number 15, is being escorted by Rhiannon Ferry and Chris Olsberger. And Abby West, manager, is being escorted by Joy and Michael West. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the 2021 Searcy High School senior football members. At this time, the football team may exit and join your fellow team members. Beginning with the Searcy High School band members, Madison Alverson is being escorted by Amanda and Chris Alverson. Bonnie Booth is being escorted by Lorraine and Kenneth Booth. Bailey Boyd is being escorted by Kim Boyd and Shane Boyd. Aiden Bunty is being escorted by Aaron and David Bunty. Will Brady is being escorted by Andrea and Steve Williams. Mason Skiba is being escorted by Rachel and Jeremy Skiba. Connor Shaw is being escorted by Angela and Jimmy Shaw. Tiana Thomas is being escorted by Tracy Thomas and Marcus Thomas. And Andrew Tyler is being escorted by Jennifer Tyler and Terry Tyler. Please give a round of applause for the Searcy High School senior band members. And now for our senior line steppers and their parents. Mary Daniel is being escorted by Amy and Peyton Daniel. Mia Mulchat is being escorted by Stevie and Billy Shirley. And Kaija Johnson is being escorted by Lindsay and Marcus Johnson. And now, for our senior cheerleaders and their parents. Kinley Burton is being escorted by Amy Burton and Brett Burton. Mary Frances Oxner is being escorted by Sarah and Michael Oxner. McKinley Powell is being escorted by Susan and Stephen Powell. At this time, please give a final round of applause for all band members, line steppers, and cheerleaders. Seniors may exit the field and join the senior showcase if you choose to do so. We are so fortunate at Searcy Public Schools to have a wonderful student body at Searcy High School. And leading the student body are our seniors. Athletic Director Butch Shucker made an effort to involve all students through our senior showcase tonight for the first ever time. If you will draw your attention to the right of the field, a number of our 2022 senior class members will walk through our run-through as the band plays Searcy's fight song, and they will continue through the cheerleaders, past the dance team, and join others in the bleachers in our student section. Go Lions!
with pride. We ask that you show the pride of being American and your thanks and appreciation to all who have served our country. Please rise for a moment of silence, the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the National Anthem. The Sylvan Hills Band will present its alma mater, followed by the Searcy alma mater. Now for a moment of silence. Now to the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, do you want us all to stand at the numbers?
Like it's actually coffee. So cool. I used to shoot, so I went to Arizona State. I shot football.
My best friend went to Sylvan.
Oh yeah?
Representing the Bears for the coin toss, number 53, Ron Smith. And representing the Lions, Tyler Tingler. The officials for tonight's game, who by agreement between competing schools are referee Mike Rottinghouse, umpire Larry Thomerson, head linesman James O'Neill, line judge Kelly Robbins, field judge Kyle Stevens, and back judge Bubba Brewster. These individuals are registered and assigned by the Arkansas Activities Association to administer the rules of the game. Their experience and their integrity qualify them for their part in this friendly interscholastic contest. An attitude of good sportsmanship should be upheld by all spectators, players, and coaches, no matter what their personal feelings or loyalties may be in this contest.
And here comes your Lions!
This is Searcy Lions football. Last home game of the regular season as we watch the 4 and 5 Searcy Lions take on the 7 and 3. The 7 and 3 Sylvan Hill Bears. Both teams have had a tough stretch in the past 2 games, both losing to El Dorado and Jonesboro. Both with similar scores except for El Dorado, where Sylvan Hills lost 51-23, and Searcy barely losing to El Dorado 52-51. Searcy will be kicking off the ball in the first half. Kicker for Searcy is number 15, Timothy Sprieger. Both teams hungry for a win here. Both with a losing streak of 2 and hopeful to get a win before going in the playoffs.
15, Timothy Olsberger. 23, Marquez Gooden.
Searcy with the kick.
And TJ Jasper.
And it's off. It is received by number 4 from Sylvan Hills, TJ Jasper, as he avoids some tackles and will be brought down at the 43-yard line. A great start for Sylvan Hills as they gain some yards on the play. Searcy's defense is heading onto the field.
Number 17.
Quarterback for Sylvan Hills is Gavin Tinner, Jr. As the ball is handed off to the running back and brought down. Tackle made by 45 for Searcy.
On the carry, Tyler Stout. Number 45.
Zimmery Anderson.
Zimmery Anderson. 2nd down and 8.
Handed off to number 32 for Sylvan Hills, and he is brought down at the 47-yard line. It is now 3 and 2, or third and
Number 27.
2 at the
Lewis.
48-yard line. Searcy looking to stop the ball before it gets to the 4th. Hand it off to number 32, and he'll get the first down for Sylvan Hills. He was able to push through the D line and get the ball to the 45 into Searcy's territory. Searcy needs to get a stop before they get any closer to a field goal position.
1st and 10.
As Sylvan Hills offense gets into position. Ball handed off to it is a carry by number 3, Gavin Tinner, as he is brought down at the 41-yard line. The gain of 4 on the play.
On that tackle, number 59, Gabe Osmond.
Sylvan Hills yet to make a pass in the game. And it is tossed to number 4, TJ Jasper, as he cannot be stopped, and he'll get a first down for Sylvan Hills. Great yardage by Jasper on the play, as it is now on the 27-yard line.
Jasper on that run, tackled by number 20, Wade Harris, first down.
And is handed off to number 32 again, as he is brought down 5 yards.
Titus Stout, number 32 on the run. On that tackle, number 18, Braden Oliver, 2nd down and 5.
Sylvan Hills is now in the red zone. No flag called on the... Sylvan Hill has to rethink their plan, trying to get Searcy offsides. As it is handed off to number 32 again, Titus Stout, but he is stopped by the D line. Good stop by Searcy.
Number 8.
Let's see if Searcy needs to get a stop right here, or else they may be in deep trouble. As it is 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
Sylvan Hill still yet to make a pass, as it's been up to their running game recently. And quarterback Gavin Tinner with the run, as he will get the first down for Sylvan Hills.
On the keeper.
Only 16 yards for the first touchdown of the game.
On that tackle, number 45, Zimri Anderson.
Both sides in the position, and it is handed off to number 32, Titus Stout again, but only get a couple gains of 3 yards. It is now 2nd and 7.
Stout on the run.
Ball is placed on the 12-yard line.
Gabe Osmond and Braden Oliver on that tackle. 2nd down.
And the ball is handed off to number 32, Titus Stout again, only gaining a couple of yards on the play. It's now 3rd and 2 again. Searcy's trying to go for the stop here. They need it badly to at least minimize the damage to at least a field goal. Titus Stout on the play as he gets another carry. And he'll get the first down.
For first down.
Only 3 yards away from the first touchdown of the game.
Hayden Jowers, number 8, in on that
Seems like
stop.
Sylvan Hills is relying on the running game a lot here with number 32. And they try to rush it into the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Sylvan Hills. It is now a 6-0 ball
Quarterback
game.
keeper, number 3, Gavin Tyner, in for the touchdown.
Quick plays down the field to get their first touchdown with 6 minutes left on the clock. Sylvan Hills will go for the extra point here. .42 with the kick, and it is good. Brian Gonzalez with the kick, as it is now 7-0. Sylvan Hill Bears. Wasn't a great start for Searcy's defense, but we'll see if they can get back to it, if Searcy can get a touchdown. Bring back the confidence. As Searcy special teams heads on to the field. Possible receivers for Searcy includes number 2, Daniel Perry, number 5, Reed Miles.
Number 5, Reed Miles, and number 2, Daniel Perry.
Kicker for Sylvan Hills looks to be number 49.
Kicking
See what he
off
does
for the
here.
Bears, number 49.
Does he go for the squib kick? And it was received by Searcy. And it is brought down at the 27-yard line. Number 16 for Searcy, Jeremy Randolph, was with the catch.
On the kickoff return, number 16, Jeremy Randolph.
In for quarterback is number 14, Isaiah Carlos. This was the big question for Searcy coming into the game after starting quarterback Kyle Tingler was hurt with a collarbone injury. And it looks like Isaiah Carlos is with the stop. He's with the snap, and he hands it off to number 22, Darren McJohnson. And he is immediately brought down by Sylvan Hills defense. It is a loss of 3 yards for Searcy, as it is now second and 13. Not a great start for Searcy's offense.
On that tackle, number 60, Blake Carter. Second down and 12.
And with the snap, and it looks like Carlos is going for the throw, and it is incomplete. It looks there might be a miscommunication on the field. It's now 3rd and 13. Not a good start for Searcy's offense. Let's see if they can bring it back here on 3rd down. Searcy heading in the trips formation. They look to be going for the pass. Carlos running, avoiding Sylvan Hills defense, and he tries to go for the run, and he is brought down at around the 24-yard line. It is now 4th and 10.
On the keeper, number 14, Isaiah Raines.
Not the start Searcy wanted to see, as it looks like they will be punting it off.
Okafor.
Nobody down the field at Sylvan Hills, and it goes out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
Ball will
That
be
kick
placed
was
on the
from
40-yard
kicker
line.
number 29, Drew
Bears.
Curtis, senior for Searcy. As Searcy's defense and Sylvan Hills offense comes on the field, Searcy definitely needs to get a stop here from preventing Sylvan Hills to get another touchdown. And with the snap, and it is tossed to number 27 for Sylvan Hills. And he has got a gain of 9 yards on the play, being brought down at the 49-yard. Carry by number 27, Xavier Okafor.
Okafor. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. Number 21, Jordan Stevenson.
So far,
on the
Sylvan
stop.
Hills still has not made a
Second
pass during this
down
game at
and
all.
2.
They've been relying on their running game. It looks like they might go for another run here. And it is handed off to number 32.
32 on the carry again.
And he will
Stout.
get the first down on the play
27, Lewis.
by about a
Garcia.
yard.
And number 59 on the spot.
little bit.
Gabe Osmond.
Only needed just a little bit just to get that first down, but it still meant a lot for Sylvan Hills, as they are now just barely in Searcy's territory, trying to take advantage of what they got. And quarterback number 3, Gavin Tinner with the carry. And he will get a gain of about 5 yards on the play.
18 on the stop, Braden Oliver. Second down. And a little over 5.
And it is handed number 32, Titus Stout again, gaining a couple of yards on the play. It is now 3rd and
Stout
1.
on the run. Tackled by
Searcy
number
needs to get a
11,
stop here immediately. They do not want him to continue into
Kenai
this,
Lee.
more into their territory. Basic stop here would mean a lot to Searcy, getting them into 4th down. Sylvan Hills with the snap, and is handed off to Titus again, and he will get the first down on the play.
On that tackle, number 18, Braden Oliver, and 45, Zimri Anderson. Stout on the run for a first down.
Sylvan Hills offense gets into position as they look to go for another run here. And as it is tossed to number 20. Oh, and the ball is fumbled. Searcy will recover it. It is now Searcy's ball on the 34-yard line.
Recovered.
Great news for Searcy, as their offense will now head onto the field.
Brandon Oliver on that fumble recovery.
What looks to be something going downhill for Searcy turned right back around. Demetri Johnson in the backfield and is handed off to him as it goes right up the middle, but is immediately stopped by number 5, Jonathan Goins for Sylvan Hills.
22, Demetri Johnson.
He'll only gain about a yard on the play, making it 2nd and 9.
On the stop, Xavier Okafor, 2nd down and 9.
Searcy with the snap, and it is handed off to number 2, Daniel Perry, as he tries to gain a yard, but is immediately brought down again by number 18 for Sylvan Hills, Matthew Spencer.
Daniel Perry on the run.
Only about another yard gain on the play, as it is now 3rd and 8. Searcy needs to make a play here to get that first down. Keep that confidence going from what just happened before with the defense. He's going to full coverage, and Carlos will go for the throw. And no, he will not. He will go for the run, but it is immediately brought down at where they started. It is now 4th and 10. Not good for Searcy's offense so far, as it looks like they're going to have to punt it again. As kicker number 29, Drew Curtis for Searcy, is coming out. And whistle was blown on the call by the refs. End of the first quarter with a score of 0-6, Sylvan Hills. Searcy is about to punt the ball here on 4th and 8 as the ball is placed on the 36. Kicker for Searcy is number 13. Apologies, it is Drew Curtis, number 29. And it is kicked on the field into Sylvan Hills territory, and it'll be picked up or go out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Ball will be placed on the
Sylvan Hills offense will come onto the field, who has been looking strong, even though they've only ran the ball the entire game so far. Searcy's defense looking a little shaky, though, except for a fumble that they got and recovered. Sylvan Hills looks to be going for another run here, as it is brought in a carry by the quarterback and is completely brought down by Searcy's defense. A stop that was very well needed. No gain at all, as it looks to be 2nd and 10. Great job by Searcy's defense. That is well needed for their line. And it looks like there'd be an injury on the field for Sylvan Hills. Looks to be an injury timeout on the field. The injury is on number 5, Jonathan Goins. Who is slowly walking off the field. Could be a serious injury for him. Second and 10 as the ball is placed on the 29-yard line. And the ball is tossed to number 32, Titus Stout, who gets a gain of about 2 yards on the play.
Stout on the run.
It's now 3rd and 7 on the ball is placed on the the 34-yard line as a 3rd and 7. Possibly trying to go for an offsides for Searcy as they discuss their plan again. Sylvan Hills with the snap, and it is handed off to Titus, who'll get a good gain on the play, just barely missing the first down by about 4. It is now 4th and inches. Nope, they got the first down. Very close. Looks to be some confusion on the field as the ref moves the ball to the 39-yard line. Here's the snap, and it is tossed to number 4, Jonathan Goines, who avoids some tackles, and he will be officially brought down at the 43-yard line. Sorry, the ball was carried by TJ Jasper for Sylvan Hills, avoiding some tackles by Searcy's defense and able to get on through.
And a pride of Lion.
Looks to be an injury on Searcy. The injury is on number 45. Number 45 for Searcy, Zimri Anderson. As trainer for Searcy comes out. Looking well as he's able to walk off the field. Searcy's defense heading back onto the field. Both get into the position, and the snap by Sylvan Hills is handed off the number 32, Titus Stout, and he is able to gain a bunch of yardage on the play, passing through Searcy's defense without a care, as the ball is placed on the 43-yard line. With 9 minutes left in the first half, and Sylvan Hills now in Searcy's territory. It looks like Searcy needs an immediate stop. As the ball is now snapped and handed off to Titus again, and he will gain a few yards on the play, trying to rush through Searcy's line. As it is now 2nd and 4.
Tackled by number 11, Kenai Lee.
Ball's placed on the 37-yard line. And it is carried by the quarterback, number 3, Gavin Tinner, who will only gain a few yards on the play. just being a bit short of the first down.
The quarterback, number 3.
It is now 3rd and 1.
Number 59 on the stop, Gabe Osmond.
Gabe Osmond, number 59 on the stop, preventing them from getting the first down, and they will just get through barely.
Tyner on the run.
It is now a first down. Ball is placed on the 32-yard line. And the ball is tossed to number 27, Xavier O'Fort. And he'll get a first down and more as he is brought down at the 14-yard line. What a run by him. Going through Searcy's defense.
Talk about number 18, Braden Oliver.
Ball is placed on the 14-yard line as they go for another run here. As there is a flag on the field. Looks to be on Sylvan Hills.
5-yard penalty. For first down.
They'll lose about 5 yards on the play as the ball is placed on the 19-yard line. It is now 1st and 15. And the ball is given to number 32, Titus Stout, and it is fumbled. But it looks like the ball was already down. It is now 2nd and 12. Searcy able from preventing Stout from getting any further in. Great stop, and they need to continue it here. As the ball is now snapped by Sylvan Hills and is handed off to number 4, and he will pass through, getting down at the 10-yard line. Number 4, TJ Jasper.
TJ
That
Jasper
is now
on the run.
3rd and 7.
Tackled by Braden Oliver, number 18. 3rd down.
And it is toss to number 27. And he will try to get through, and he is brought down at the 7-yard line. Number 27, Xavier Okafor. It is now 4th and 2, and it looks like it's Sylvan Hills has to make a decision of whether they're going to go for it or go for the field goal.
4th down.
And it looks like they're going to be going for it all here. Get themselves another touchdown. Try to get an offsides on Searcy.
We're here in the side of the Lions.
As they look to review their
They're
plan.
real loud.
Searcy's crowd getting excited here as they try to go for another offsides, and it looks like to be a timeout on Sylvan Hills.
Timeout, Bearville.
Looks like they might review their plan and possibly go for the field goal here. Searcy's defense able to get a few stops, especially with the help of the penalty. It is 4th and 3. The Bears and the Lions look to be back on the field, and it looks like they are still going for it. It is touchdown or nothing at all for Sylvan Hill right now. They want to expand their lead. Offensive line for Sylvan Hill is getting the formation, and the snap is carried by quarterback number 3, and it is stopped by Searcy's defense. What a stop by Searcy. Well needed to prevent another touchdown from Sylvan Hills. As the ball is now placed on the 6-yard line. Searcy's defensive line getting their stuff together and being able to get the stop.
Down and 10. Good line.
So far, Searcy's offense has only had 8 plays on the field. They have 5 minutes left in the first half to get a touchdown. Searcy with the snap, and it is handed off to number 20. Oh no, it is carried by quarterback number 14, Isaiah Carlos. And he'll get nowhere on the play. It is now 2nd and 10 still. Searcy needs to do what they can to get out of close to the end zone. 2 receivers on each side of the ball, and it'll be handed off to number 22, Demetric Johnson, who will gain a couple of yards on the play. It is now 3rd and 6. Searcy. The ball is placed on the 9-yard line.
D.D. Perry. No, D.D. Johnson on the run.
Searcy going on trips formation. Looks like they'll be going for a pass here as Isaiah Carlos gets ready to throw the ball, and it is incomplete and almost intercepted by number 5, Jonathan Goins, who is back in the game. It is now 4th and 6 here as the ball is placed on the 8-yard line. And it looks like Searcy's going to punt it off again. They are 3 and done, as it looks like they will be kicking off to number 23 for Sylvan Hill, Marquise Gooden. Number 29, Drew Curtis for Searcy is with the kick here. The snap and the kick, and the ball will go out of bounds at around the 34-yard line. Just like that, Searcy's defense is back onto the field. A majority of this game has been played with Searcy's defense. Last drive, they were able to get the stop in right at the end zone. And it looks like they're almost right back to the position that they were just in. Searcy's defense needs to get a stop here with about 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first half. The snap by Sylvan Hills, and it is handed off to Stout as he will gain about 40 yards on the play. Just being stopped by the linebackers.
Braden Oliver on the stop.
By number
2nd down and 6.
Ball is placed on the 27-yard line for Sylvan Hills. Still no pass yet from Sylvan Hills at all. It's all been running game for them. As the ball is handed to Stout again, and he'll get the first down and a little bit more as the ball is now placed on the 18-yard line. As they're right back into the red zone. Let's see if Searcy is able to get a stop again here, as they were able to do so before on a 4th down.
1st down and 10.
Sylvan Hills had a 4th and 3 whenever they got the stop. Tries to go for the offsides again. Usually a common thing when they were close to the red zone. And it is handed off to number 32, Stout again. He will gain another couple of yards on play, just with the ball being placed on the on the 14-yard line.
32
It is
on the
now
run.
2nd and 6.
Bottom of that stack, number 12, Nick Sanders.
A few yards closer to that first down for Sylvan Hills. And the ball is handed off to number 32, Stout again, who gains about another 5 yards on the play. It is now 3rd and 1, as it is just so close to a first down for Sylvan Hills. Searcy needs to get a stop here before
On the run.
it's 1st and goal. And it might be too late. There's 2 minutes and about 15 seconds left in the first half. They need to get down here and they try to rush it in. And it looks to be no use. Looks like it could be a 4th down here. It is indeed a 1st down, and it looks to be 1st and goal for the Sylvan Hill Bears as they look to get their 2nd touchdown of the game. The ball is placed on the 9-yard line. And with the snap, and is handed off to Stout again, who is rushing through the defense with a gain of about 6 yards on the play. Stout has been the main runner for the Bears here in this game, and he has just been pushing through the defense.
Jordan Stevenson on that stop. 2nd down.
It is now 2nd and 4, as they're just a little bit closer from making this a 13-0 ball game. Sylvan Hills is with the snap, and it is handed off to Stout, who is just a tiny bit short, 2 yards short of that touchdown. It is now 3rd and 2. They have 1 minute to get this touchdown. And Searcy will take a timeout to review what their plan is. Well, Searcy wasn't this close from Sylvan Hills getting their last touchdown in the red zone. They were able to get the stop. So let's see what they can do here with 1 minute left. The defense and offense both come onto the field. 3rd and 1 for Sylvan Hills. Let's see what they do. And it is a touchdown for Sylvan Hills. It is now 13-0 Bears.
Touchdown, Bears.
All momentum has been now shifted towards Sylvan Hills' way for sure, as they look to be going for the extra point.
Timeout.
Sylvan Hills looks to be taking a timeout as Sylvan Hills' offense was going back on the field to get that 2-point conversion. They might want to review their plan here before going into the second half.
Down nearest to the flag at about the 20-yard line, and Coach Tucker will be there. Those sponsors for the Lion video board, Jumbotron, please go at this time and meet Coach Tucker around the 20-yard line.
Coach McCoy discussing with the defense on what they should do as they're preparing for, as it looks to be, a 2-point conversion. They're looking to take position as they are now for sure going for the 2 points here. They want to expand their lead as much as possible and take advantage. Sylvan Hills getting ready for the snap. And it is toss to number 5, Goins, and he will get the 2-point conversion. It is now 0 to 15. With 55 seconds left in the first half. Special teams for Searcy and for Sylvan Hills will now take the field. So far for most of this game, though, Sylvan Hill has had the ball the entire time, possibly wearing out Searcy's defense a lot. Searcy's offense needs to get onto the field and make a few plays, strengthen up that defense for the second half. As it looks like number 2, Daniel Perry, and number 5, Reed Miles will be receiving for Searcy.
Please set the game clock to 1 minute even. Thank you. A phone has been found, and Mr. Landers has it in front of the concession stand.
Number 49 for Sylvan Hills will be kicking the ball.
Please go see Mr. Landers.
The Bears with a kick, and it goes right to Daniel Perry, who will carry the ball to the 25 and to the 30, and he'll get past a few defenders, and he'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. With 55 seconds in the first half, we'll see if Searcy's defense will try to take advantage of the time they have left and get a touchdown or at least a field goal before heading into the half. And it is handed off to number 22, Demetric Johnson, who will only get a gain of about 2 yards on the play. The ball will be placed on the 34-yard line. 40 seconds left in the first half as time is ticking down. Searcy's offense getting ready for anything. The ball is to Isaiah Carlos, and he'll go for the throw. And he'll throw it to number 4 for Searcy, and it is caught! Caught by number 4, Caleb Cunningham. Great throw by Carlos as they are running down the field to get this touchdown. 23 seconds left in the first half.
First down for you.
The ball is ticking down as the offense is scrambling to get ready. 15 seconds, and the ball is to Isaiah Carlos, and he'll go for another throw. But he'll run through some defenders and be brought down at the 30-yard line. Timeout by Searcy to stop the clock at 6 seconds. What a rush by Searcy's offense, something we haven't seen all game yet. Searcy discussing their plan. They can either go for a field goal here, which would be pretty long, or I think they might go for it all here. Try to get that touchdown before the second half. Try to possibly shift their momentum that way with a great throw by Isaiah Carlos. Beforehand, he was 0 for 2 and 0 for 3 in completions. And he made up for it right there, as Searcy's offense comes right back onto the field. And it looks like they are going to be going for it. 2 receivers on both ends of the ball, and with Demetric Johnson in the backfield. Isaiah Carlos will go for the pass, and it is to Reed Miles, and it's almost picked by number 4, TJ Jasper. And there's 3 seconds left on the clock. It is now 2nd and 9 with the ball on the 30-yard line.
Timeout.
Searcy will take another timeout to discuss their plan, review what they were going for. Before this game, Carlos only had about 3 attempts on passing, and that's when Tingler was injured last game. During then, he was only getting about a gain of 7 yards and a completion rate of 66%. As it looks right now, he's a completion rate of about 50% overall. As Carlos has the ball and he's looking for a pass. He's looking for a player, and he throws it downfield to the end zone, and it is incomplete. As a mix of both Searcy and Sylvan Hills players were in the middle of it.
Incomplete.
And that will be the end of the first half, with Sylvan Hills up 14-0. But it looks like Searcy's offense is starting to come together with Carlos. We'll see what happens in the next half.
At this time, we'd like to announce the Searcy Athletic Department would like to thank and recognize our Searcy Line Video Board sponsors. Because of their pledge and sponsorship, we were able to purchase the video board you see before you. Thank you for your continued support. Double B's is represented by Chris Howell. Greg Ford Auto is represented by Alex. Next is Gregor Auto, represented by Alex Valencia. First Security Bank is being represented by Lisa Ponson. Mercer Law Firm, represented by Justin Mercer. Neville Family Ministry, represented
By Keith and Susan Neville. Clareday Electric is represented by Kevin Clareday. White County Farm Bureau, represented by Ronnie McFarland. United Health is represented by Brooke Pryor. Centage is represented by Randall Hogg, Stephanie Burt, and Caleb Campbell. First Community Bank is represented by Philip Hayes. I've been told I mispronounced the word. I always trust these guys that are up here with me. Unity Health. Unity Health. But I'm sure they're unified too. Now we have some performing students. I believe our lion steppers will come first.
I've been up since 4.
Oh, he's up there.
I'd like to introduce at this time the seniors of the Lions
Steppers, co-captain Mia Molchak. Co-captain Mary Daniel. And co-captain Kaija Johnson. Okay, juniors, Bailey Dietrich, Carson Dyson, Jillian Francis, Abby Randall, Merrick Vest, Brecklin Weber, sophomores, London King, Molly Lawton, Macy McIntosh, Abby Morris, Cameron Shelton, Haley Kansinko, manager Lily Lindsay, and coached by Edie Hightower. seniors this year, Mary Frances Oxley, captain. Jackson O'Neill, mascot. And senior McKinley Powell. We have Lily James, co-captain. McKinley Rogers, co-captain. I'm sorry, Kinley, I missed it. Senior Ken Burton. My apologies. Megan Employ. Michael Castleberry. Blakely Cook. Natalie Cortez. Maddie Dudley. Courtney Hamill. Grace Irving. Riley Atkinson. Jalen Benning. Sadie Brake. Akia Murray. Scott O'Neill. Emily Perez. Eva Roberts. Kennedy Rook. Vandy Vest. Manager Talia Alcorn. Manager Zoe Foster. Manager Gavin Roberts. And coached by Shannon Hollyfield. Now we'll hear from the Searcy Marching Band.
Under the direction of Director of Band Nicholas Shirtley, assisted by Kevin Bart and Shane Flood, Color Guard Director Aaron Shirtley, presenting their 2021 competition show entitled The Dreams We Make, under the field direction of Aiden Bunty and David Isabel. Please welcome to the field the Searcy Marching Band.
Welcome back, Searcy. We're now heading into the second half with a score of 15-0. Special teams from both teams are coming onto the field right about now, and Searcy will be receiving the ball. Searcy ended the first, so far in the first half, Searcy's offense wasn't looking too hot up until the final minute left, where Searcy was able to drive the ball good 60 yards down the field in just a matter of a minute. It was a great job by the offense, even though they got no points, showing that they are capable of getting the ball down the field to get a touchdown. As number 49 at Sylvan Hills is ready to kick off the ball to either number 2, Daniel Perry, or number 5, Reed Miles. Here comes the kick, and we're on way, as it is a squib kick right to Jeremy Randolph. He'll take it to the 30-yard line. Searcy will start the ball at the 30-yard line with Isaiah Carlos as quarterback. Looking good in the last drive. There's a player, number 9 for Sylvan Hills, Pete Overton, looking injured on the field. Thanks for bringing. Sylvan Hills trainer and head coach is now heading over to check on the player. I think that's scored. It is right. I'm sorry to hear that, but could you ask them if that kick was good on that first touchdown? Sylvan Hills? I think it's 15. All right. Injury is taken care of as he is now walking off the field, appearing a bit better as he did before. Searcy's offense and defense and Sylvan Hills defense is now getting right into position as there is a trips formation for Searcy's offense. It looks like Carlos is going to go for another pass. It'd be a great choice by Searcy looking at how they ended the first half. Try to get an offsides, and it looks like they got it. Great job by Searcy as they will gain 5 yards as they now start the first half on the 35-yard line as now 1st and 5. Still in trips, and it looks like he'll just toss it to Demetric Johnson, who'll gain about a yard or 2 on the play, trying to avoid some defenders, but no use. It is now 2nd and 3.
Tackled by number 24, Draylon Holloway. Second down and 3.
Still in the trips formation for Searcy as the snap is straight to Carlos, and he'll carry the ball right to the 40-yard line. And it is good for a first down. It is looking like a great start for Searcy's offense as they now start with the ball on the 40-yard line. Another first down will mean they get into Sylvan Hills territory as on the Demetric Johnson tries to go for a run but is immediately brought down. They'll lose about 2 yards on the play. It's now 2nd and 12. Not a good way to continue the drive. Trying to go for another offsides but doesn't get it. In trips formation right now is Searcy's offense, and he'll hand it off to Demetric Johnson, who will gain no yardage, it looks like, on the play. It looks to be 3rd and 11.
D.D. Johnson on the run. Tackled by
Sylvan's
number 5, Jonathan Golan.
Sylvan Hills defense looking to try to
Third down
stop
and
the ball
11.
immediately in its tracks, as there is now a flag on the field. It looks to be on Searcy.
On the offense. 15-yard penalty. Still third down.
It is a 15-yard penalty. What looked to be a great first drive in this first half is starting to go downhill very quick, as it is now. As the ball will be placed on the 29-yard line, as it looks like you'll have to get 24 yards to get that first down. Searcy's looking to try to have to go for a pass here. Isaiah Carlos with the ball, and he'll go for the throw, and he'll throw it to Demetri Johnson. It is incomplete, as number 56, Jaden Foster for Sylvan Hills Bears, was able to keep a good defense on him. And it looks like Drew Curtis will be on the field to punt it off to either number 23, Marquez Gooden, or number 4, TJ Jasper. And the kick is to number 23, Gooden, as he avoids a tackle by Reed Miles. And he'll start to try to go down the field, going past defenders. He's now at the 50-yard line. What started at the 37-yard line has now gone right to Searcy's territory. A great run by Gooden makes it 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense has now come onto the field. They so far have not made a single pass this game. All of their runs have either been by number 32 Titus Scout or number 4 TJ Jasper. Rather than that, it's all been runs. Searcy's defense was a little bit shaky at first, but is starting to get their stuff together towards the end of the second quarter.
Fourth call, 15-yard penalty. First up.
Looks to be another penalty on Searcy, as now the ball is, instead of being placed on the 49-yard line, it is now placed on the 34-yard line. And it looks like Sylvan Hills defense is going back to their running game, as they hand it off to Stout, who will get about a good 5 yards on the play before being brought down.
Number 32, Stout, on the run. Number 45, Zimri Anderson on the stop. Second down.
Inside linebacker
and 5.
Anderson on the play. It is now 2nd and 5. And they toss it to number 22 for Sylvan Hills, who trips just barely short of the first down. On the carry was Carlos Steffens.
22, Carlos Stevens on the run. Number 28, Luke Gibbs on the tackle.
It is now 3rd. It's now 3rd and inches from a first down. Very short. And it looks like the refs will say it's a first down. Sylvan Hills officially in the red zone. Sylvan Hills offense getting ready for the snap. And he'll hand it off to Stout again, who will get another good 6 yards on the play, just slamming on through.
Stout on the run.
Stout has been the big running back for Sylvan Hills so far. He's been with the most carries, and he's getting the most yards for them. Looks like for the most part of this game, Searcy's defense is going to have to focus on him. It is now 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line. As Searcy's defensive line has got ready. And the ball is handed out to Stout, who's immediately hit by number 40 on number 49 for Searcy, Jamison Langley.
Stout on the run, tackled by number 49, Jamison Langley.
And it looks to be 3rd and inches again. It looks like they're about to get another first down here. And it looks like they'll get it. It'll be first down as they start the ball on the 14-yard line. They're about a good 14 yards from getting another touchdown, expanding their lead by 7 or 6. Searcy's defense needs to get a stop here as Sylvan Hills goes for the snap, and it is tossed to number 27, Xavier Ofor, who goes straight towards the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Running down the sideline, it is now 20-0 Bears. Great running job by Okafor as he runs down the sideline and avoid tackles, getting that down. And it looks like they'll go for the extra point here. And the first pass for Sylvan Hills to get the 2-point conversion, and it is no good. It is a 0-20 game. First pass by Gavin Tinner for the Bears. Incomplete. Searcy Special Teams comes onto the field, along with Sylvan Hill Special Teams, as it looks like number 42 for Sylvan Hills, Brian Gonzalez, will kick off the ball to Searcy. So far in the game on kickoffs, Jeremy Randolph and Daniel Perry has gotten the most kick. So let's see what happens now as they go for an onside kick, it looks like. And it looks like they'll get the ball back at the 50-yard line.
Bears get an onside kick and recovered.
Not a good job for Searcy's special teams, as now Searcy's defense is heading right back into the field. Starting in Searcy's territory, right away is Sylvan Hills offense, who's for the most part has actually ran the ball, with most receivers built in trying to block, as the ball is tossed to number 5, Jonathan Goins. Avoids many tackles, and he runs down the field. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. It's another touchdown for Sylvan Hills. It is now a 0-26 game, and they have blown Searcy out of the water. One play, another touchdown. 0-26 Bears. Goins rushing through many defenders to get that touchdown on the side. Looks like they're going for another 2-point conversion here. And they toss it to number 27, Xavier Ofor. And he will not get the 2-point conversion. Just so close from getting it. But no cigar, as it is now still a 0-26 ball game. Searcy and Sylvan Hills special teams are now heading back onto the field. Kicker looks to be number 49 for Sylvan Hills. Last time it was Brian Gonzalez with an onside kick that was recovered and immediately brought back with a touchdown. Let's see if Searcy special teams can bring it back here and make up for what happened last time. And it is up in the air to the outside bounds at the 37-yard line. As Searcy's offense comes onto the field for the second time this half. First time they were out on the field, they started off good, getting their first down.
Ball be placed on the 44-yard line.
But it was immediately brought back with a 15-yard penalty, and they couldn't come back from it. So let's see what Searcy's offense can do here. Two receivers on each side of the ball. And it looks like Carlos will go for the pass as he throws it to number 5, Reed Miles, and it is almost intercepted by number 4, TJ Jasper. Still 2nd and 10.
Pass intended for number 5, Reed Miles, fouls.
So far, that is the second ball that was close from being intercepted.
Second down and 10.
From TJ Jasper so far this game. So far has been a great cornerback so far. And it is immediately another pass from Carlos as he will throw it to number 5, Reed Miles again, who it is incomplete with Jasper coverage over him. It is still 3rd and 10 at the 44-yard line. As number 4 for Searcy, Caleb Cunningham is now coming into the game. And Carlos will throw again, and he'll throw it to number 2, Daniel Perry, and it is another incomplete throw. 4th and 10 at the 44. And it looks like Searcy will be going on it for 4th down. And it looks like Carlos will go for another pass. And he throws in number 4, Caleb Cunningham, and it is incomplete as it goes out of bounds. Sylvan Hills will get the ball back at Searcy's territory on the 44-yard line. So far in this half, Sylvan Hills has gone 2 for 2 in touchdowns and looking to go 3 for 3. But Searcy's defense looking very, very shaky in the second half. Let's see if they can bring it back here and get an important stop. Sylvan Hills with the ball, and then give it to Stout, who is immediately stopped. Stopped by number 45 in Searcy, Zimri Anderson. And number 27, Luis Garcia. The ball is now on the same spot as they started. It is 2nd and 10 on the 44. As now the Bears' offensive line is now getting ready. And here comes the snap. The snap number 3, and is handed off to Stout again, who just goes through the defensive line straight to the linebackers. And now the ball is now placed on the 38-yard line and is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Searcy still has a chance to stop the ball right here in its tracks, if they start what they do with Luis Garcia and Zimri Anderson did on the first play. If they're able to do that, they might be able to get a punt. And even better, a stop on the 4th down. Keep it even closer to give them a touchdown. And try to come back. Sylvan Hills with the snap, and it is handed off to, it is past the number 4, Jasper, and the ball comes out. But it is placed down at the 27-yard line, and it is a 1st down. Jasper gets a toss, and he's able to take advantage of it, going to the sideline. Getting away from those defenders and getting that 1st down. Number 3 hands it off to Stout as there is a flag thrown right onto the field.
Good ball. False start. Number 18, Sylvan Hills.
False start number 18, Matthew Spencer for the Sylvan Hill Bears, and they'll lose about 5 yards on the play. It's now 1st and 15. Something going towards Searcy's defense in a major way, as this can help them get the stop here on this major, major drive that could decide the game. As the ball is tossed to number 22 for Sylvan Hills, and he is brought down at the 28. The toss was to Carlos Stevens, a junior and wide receiver.
On the stop, number 28, Luke Gibbs, and number 45, Zimri Anderson.
It is now 2nd and 11 here at the 28-yard line. Now back to where they started with 4-yard gain. And number 3 is sacked. Quarterback Gavin Tinner is completely sacked after completely fumbling the ball.
Number 36.
It is a loss of 3 yards on the play, and it is back to 3rd and 15.
William Marshall.
Great job by Searcy's defense. Take advantage of a mishap by Tinner. Stop to Tinner, and he will go for the pass and is immediately sacked. Sacked by number 11 for Searcy, Keon Lee. And the ball is now at the 41-yard line.
On that stop.
And it looks like Sylvan Hills will punt the ball off. First time this has happened since the first quarter. Looking to receive the ball is number 5, Reed Miles, or number 2, Daniel Perry. As the ball goes to number 2, Daniel Perry. He tries to get away from defenders, but is brought down at the 16-yard line.
Daniel Perry on the kickoff return, or the punt, excuse me. The ball's going to be placed at the
This could be the deciding drive of the game here, as Searcy's offense comes onto the field. And it looks like number 5, Reed Miles, will start as quarterback as he hands it off to number 6 for Searcy, Kashawn Thomas.
Daniel Perry on the run, tackled by number 5, Jonathan Goins.
It is now 2nd and 2 as the ball is placed on the 24-yard line. Great start for Searcy so far on this offensive drive. And the ball is to Reed Miles as he tries to run it through, and he will get the first down, but the ball comes out. And it looks like Sylvan Hills recovers the ball as they now have the ball back right in the Searcy's territory. Ball is placed at the 27-yard line as the ball is handed off to Stout again, who will get a gain of 6 yards. He's been rushing through all these defenders all game so far.
Stout on the run, tackled by Zimri Anderson.
It is now 2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line as they're now right into the red zone.
2nd down and 4.
And the ball is now passed to Stout, who will get a first down on the play and will be brought down at the 19-yard line.
Stout on the run. Zimri Anderson and Luke Gibbs on the stop.
Tinner passes it to Stout again, who completely pancakes the defender to the ground as he gets a gain of 4 yards on the play. It is now 2nd and 6 on the 11-yard line. Two minutes left here in the third quarter. As Tinner receives the snaps and hands it to Stout again, who just plows on through, and the ball is fumbled. And Searcy will recover it.
Searcy recovered the fumble.
They will receive the ball on the 8-yard line. a needed recovery for Searcy as their offense comes right back onto the field. Another important drive as we come onto the field, and it looks like Carlos will come in as quarterback, replacing Reed Miles, who fumbled the last time the Lions had the ball. And it looks like Carlos will receive the snap as he hands it off to number 22, Demetric Johnson, who avoids some tackles and will gain some yards. Well, it was only a gain of about a yard, maybe even less. He was still able to avoid quite a few tackles on that play. Second and 10. Searcy's offense is trying to figure something out as the offensive line gets right back into position. Carlos with the ball, and he'll go for the pass as he throws it right to Daniel Perry, who is immediately brought down after receiving the catch with a loss of about 3 yards on the play. It is now 3rd and 13.
Pass complete to number 2, Daniel Perry. Brings up 3rd down.
Carlos will go for the pass, and he'll pass all the way down to Caleb Cunningham, and it is intercepted by number 6, Tyler Pearson. But there is a flag on the play, as Caleb Cunningham looks a little
There is a flag on the play.
hurt and getting up.
Pass interference on the defense. 15-yard penalty to be first down.
What looked to be a terrifying moment for the Searcy Lions turned into a first down as there was a pass interference on the play. It is now first down for the Searcy Lions as they get another chance here in the 3rd quarter with about a minute left. Searcy's offensive line getting ready as Carlos has the ball, and he'll go for the pass. And as he tries to look for an open receiver and tries to throw it, and it is intercepted by number 4, TJ Jasper. If that first interception didn't count for the Bears, this one for sure does,
TJ Jasper.
as the ball is placed on the 33-yard line in Searcy's territory. Here's the snap as it's handed off to Stout again, who will get about another 7, maybe even 8 yards gained on the play.
Number 27, Xavier Okafor on the run, tackled by number 18, Braden Oliver. Second down and 3.
It is now 2nd and 3 on the 26-yard line as they're about to head right into the red zone. As it looks to be the end of the third quarter, we have about 12 minutes left in this game. Searcy's time is ticking down to score here. So far, Searcy's offense and defense has not looked good here in the second half. What we thought could be a momentum shift going into halftime has completely turned around, and it is fully on the Bears side right here, as it is now 2nd and 3 at the 26-yard line. And here comes the snap, as it is handed to Stout, and he is brought down after gaining 2 yards on the play. It is now 3rd and 1. Here comes a play as it's handed out to Stout again.
Stout on the run.
And it is a first down for the Bears as they are now in the red zone again. So far this half, out of all the drives that the Bears have had, there was only one where they didn't reach the red zone, and that's whenever they went for a pass attempt. So far, their rushing yards have been amazing. Now Stout gets a first down heading it to the 5-yard line. He'll be stopped at the 7th. As it looks like there is another injured player for the Sylvan Hill Bears.
On the stop, number 20, Wade Harris. On the run, number 32, Titus Stout.
It's hard to see right now, but it looks like the injured player on the field is actually the big running back for Sylvan Hill Bears, number 32, Titus Stout. Everyone on the Bears taking a knee right now, as this could be something bad for the Bears. With the help of the trainer and the coach, and it looks like he's able to get off the field looking well. The Bears offense are heading back onto the field, going to the 7-yard line as it's 1st and goal right here could possibly seal the game for the Bears. Bears offense getting ready. Here comes the snap, and it is handed off to number 27, Xavier Okofor, who gets about a good yard on the play. It is now 2nd and 6, with 6 yards to go to make this a 0-32 ball game.
Number 27 on the carry, Xavier Okafor. Tackled by number 21, Jordan Stevenson.
Here comes a snap for the Bears. And it is handed to number 45 on the Bears, as he is just so close from the touchdown. It was Jeremiah Smith. It looks like he will be a good 2 yards from that touchdown,
Jeremiah
as it
Smith
is now 3rd and 2.
On the tackle, number 28, Luke Gibbs.
And they go in, and it is another touchdown for the Sylvan Hill Bears. It is now a 0-32 ball game, and that could completely seal the deal for the Bears right here.
Touchdown.
Their running game has just been too much for Searcy's defense to handle, and they've been able to capitalize on that. And it looks like they will be going for the first time this half for the extra point instead of a 2-point conversion. Here comes the kick. And it is good, as this is now a 0-33 ball game.
42.
Kick by number 42, Brian Gonzalez. Same kicker who got the onside kick earlier in the game and was able to recover it for the Bears, getting them another touchdown. Searcy Special Teams heads onto the field. As big receivers in Daniel Perry and Reed Miles heads to the back of Searcy's territory. As kicker number 49 for the Bears comes right back out. Who's gotten well over half of Searcy for Sylvan Hill's kickoffs. Sylvan Hill with the kick, and it is a squib kick right to Jeremy Randolph, who at the 30 and will try to go to the 40 and push through some defenders. And he will get there. Great job at Jeremy Randolph to push through as Searcy's offense comes right back onto the field. Here comes the snap to Isaiah Carlos as he tries to look for a pass, and he tries to get through the defenders coming right at him, and he is brought down at the 40-yard line. Searcy's offensive line not able to stop Sylvan Hill's defense, and it is now 2nd and 13 at the 41-yard line.
Isaiah Raines on the keeper, number 60, Blake Carter on the tackle.
And the ball's handed off to number 22, Demetric Johnson, who is unable to capitalize and will only get a gain of about 2 yards on the play. The ball is now placed on the 39-yard line as they look to have about 11 yards to go to get them the first down. 8.5 minutes here in the last quarter as Carlos tries to get the offsides on the Bears as it doesn't work. Carlos with the snap, and he'll go for the pass. He throws it downfield to Caleb Cunningham as he is not able to get the ball, but it looks like there was pass interference on number 19, Dylan Smith, which could be huge for Searcy. It'll be a first down for Searcy, as this pass interference will put him into Sylvan Hills Bears territory. The ball is placed on the 44-yard line as they try to bring the ball over to the 33-yard line for a first down. And here's the snap as Isaiah Carlos tries to go for the throw, and just to avoid the sack, he throws it to number 2, Daniel Perry, which is incomplete. It is now 2nd and 10 as the ball is still placed on the 44-yard line. Searcy trying to figure out their plan for the offense. Here comes the snap as Carlos tries to go for the throw. He throws it to number 5, Remount, and it is almost intercepted. Interception almost made by number 22, Carlos Stevens. The ball is still on the 44-yard line. It's still 3rd and 10. Here comes the snap to Isaiah Carlos, and he'll go for another pass. And he'll just run on through as it looks wide open, and he'll get the first down and more. He's going towards the 20. He goes into the red zone, and he'll be stopped at the 20-yard line. Great observance by Carlos, able to put Searcy into the red zone and possibly getting them their first touchdown of the game.
14, Isaiah Raines on keeper. And that's a first down for York.
Searcy's offensive line getting ready, and they're aiming right for that end zone. Carlos tries to go for another throw, and he will throw it all the way to the end zone and is incomplete as his target, Caleb Cunningham, was not able to come towards it as the ball was thrown out of bounds. It is still 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line. Carlos with the snap, and he hands it off to number 22, Demetric Johnson, and he will gain about 3 yards on the play. It is now 3rd and 7 at the 17-yard line. Searcy needs to be able to come up with this first down here in the next play, as it looks like it may be a little bit tough because Sylvan Hills defense has been pretty strong on 4th down so far this game. Carlos will go for a throw, and he almost gets sacked, and he avoids the sack, and he goes on through. He tries to go to the 10-yard line, as it looks like he could get the first down, but it looks like there is a flag on the field. Even then, it looks like Carlos might be a little hurt as he's holding his hand and his leg. This may not look good. Searcy loses a ton of yardage, though, as the ball will now be placed on the 32-yard line, as it looks like they will need about a good 20 yards to get this first down. Here comes the snap, and Carlos will go for the throw, and he'll run on through again, avoiding some tackles, but he will be brought down at the 31-yard line. It is now fourth and 20. As it looks like Searcy is going to have to go with it with 6 minutes here left in the last quarter of the game. Carlos will go for another throw, and he will throw it downfield to number 5, and it is incomplete. As Sylvan Hill's offense will now come onto the field and start at the 30-yard line with about a good 5.5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. It's still 0-33, Sylvan Hill Bears. As number 13 fumbles the ball and is now sacked. Completely brought down by number 36 on Searcy, Anthony Fagin.
Number 13, Alex.
That'll be a loss of a good 16, it'll be a loss of a good 6 yards as the ball is now 2nd and 16. And number 3 hands it off to number 42, it looks like, and it will be placed down at the 35-yard line.
Number 45, Jeremiah Smith.
Number 45, Jeremiah Smith with the carry, and it is now 3rd and 4. And number 3 hands it off to number 45, and it looks like he is completely stopped by Searcy's defense and will lose about a good 3 yards on the play. It is now 4th and 7. And I think the Sylvan Hill Bears will probably go for it here.
Jackson. 4th down and 6.
It looks like they'll actually be punting it off to either number 5, Reed Miles, or Daniel Perry, number 2. Kicker looks to be number 13 for the Bears, and it'll go straight in the air to Reed Miles and go pass. It'll roll to the 30, and it'll be stopped there. Searcy's offense is heading right back onto the field with about 3 minutes left in this last quarter. And the snap and is handed off to number 22, Demetric Johnson. He'll run down the sideline, and he'll get a first down and more. He's not even brought down until the 45-yard line in Sylvan Hills territory. What a great run by Demetric Johnson.
D.D. Johnson. Number 6 on the tackle, Tyler Pearson. And that's a first down for York.
Here comes the snap to Isaiah Carlos, and is handed off to Demetric Johnson again, but he is immediately brought down. Demetric Johnson will lose about a good 2 yards on the play, as it is now 2nd and 12. 2.5 minutes left here in the last quarter.
Blake Carter on the stop.
Snap to Isaiah Carlos, and he will hand it off. And is immediately brought down is number 6 for Searcy, Kashawn Thomas. Officially 2 minutes left here in the fourth quarter as the ball is placed on the 45-yard line, and it is 3rd and 12.
On the stop by number 37, Xavier Okafor.
This could very well be Searcy's last play on offense, as Isaiah Carlos is running it in and tries to get the first down, but no close. This is now 4th and 4.
Quarterback keeper, Caleb Isaiah Rain. 4th down and 5.
It is 4th and 5 here at the 47-yard line, as it looks like Searcy goes in the trips position. As looks like they were trying to go for an offsides call. Carl's trying to figure out the plan with his coach, as the offense is now ready for Searcy. And it looks to be a timeout for Searcy. Here comes the snap to Carlos as he throws it downfield to number 5, Reed Miles, and he'll get the first down. The ball will be placed on the 17-yard line and is now in the red zone with 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter.
On that pass reception.
First down here on the 18-yard line as Carlos tries to go for another pass. He throws it down in the end zone to Reed Miles, and it is just incomplete and out of reach for Reed Miles to grab. So close from Searcy's first touchdown of the game. It is now 2nd and 10 on the 17-yard line still with 1:14 left here in this game. Carlos with the snap, and it looks like he'll try to throw it. He throws it down to Caleb Cunningham, number 4, and he'll get to the 10-yard line. Just 2 yards short of the first down. It is now 3rd and 2nd here on the 10th.
It's a 1st and goal.
Looks like they got the first down as the ball is placed at the 6-yard line. With about a minute left in the game, let's see if Searcy can get a touchdown before this game is over. Here comes the snap as Carlos hands it off to number 2. As he is immediately brought down. They lose about 1 yard of 1 yard. But it looks like Searcy is trying to get their offense ready for at least one last play before this game is over. Let's see if Searcy can get this last play in to get them at least a touchdown with 12 seconds left in this game. And here comes a snap as Carlos goes for the pass, and it is a touchdown for Searcy. Searcy's first touchdown of the game. It is now 6:33 with 5 seconds left in the game. Looks like Searcy will go for the extra point here. The kick looks to be from number 15, Burger. Here comes the kick from number 15, and it is good. It is now 7:33 Bears with 5 seconds left in the game.
The 1/10 is good.
Looks like the Sylvan Hills special teams and Searcy Lions special teams are now heading onto the field for one last kick. Searcy special teams coming onto the field. And it looks like kicker for Searcy is Ethan Clegg, senior. Ball is placed on the 40-yard line, and he's backing up for the kick. Here comes the kick, and it is a squib kick in the air to number 6 with 4 seconds left on the clock. All they have to do to close this game out is take a knee. Here comes the final play of the game as they take a knee, and this will do it. It looks like the Sylvan Hill Bears beat the Searcy Lions 33-7. While this was a rough game for Searcy, it looks like Searcy will go down in the seedings and will play their first playoff game away against the 6-3 Greenwood Bulldogs. We wish them the best of luck as next Friday they take on the Bulldogs in hope of continuing the playoffs. For now, I'm Jacob Shoei signing off.